Alright, guys. As I said recently, I haven't been following much lately. Jesus Christ, this fucking blurry shit. It's annoying as hell. And I don't know what causes it, but it'll be alright. So, I haven't been followed a lot, but I have followed enough to know that pretty much everything's gone exactly as I said it would. The only thing is it's happening far quicker than I suspected. I initially made the call that it would take about a year or two to really kick in and for the devastation to really take hold. Now, I do believe it's going to get far worse, and we'll see very soon. Of course, Trump is telling people to be patient. Everything's going to get better. That's not going to happen. It's actually just going to get worse. We're more than likely going to hit a recession. It's already, the fucking stock markets are tanking. Tariffs do not work. It's that simple. Any economist in the fucking world can tell you that. It's very common knowledge. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Trump is a fucking moron. So that is why we're in the economic position that we are now. Um, Once again, everybody complained about the economy under Biden, and that's a big part of the reason why Trump was elected because he made all these promises. He ran on helping everyday people. I told you then he didn't give a shit about you. Now I've given you proof by his own actions. Trump cares about the 1%, himself and his rich buddies. That's it. That's all he's ever cared about. You don't, when you're wanting to like gauge whether or not someone's trustworthy, you follow their actions, not their words. Especially politicians, they all lie. Not equally though. No fucking presidential nominee has ever lied like Donald Trump. He's the fucking master of lies. And that alone should tell you that you shouldn't trust anything he says. Like, that's common sense. The more someone lies, the less likely you should trust anything they say. Like, I shouldn't need to explain that. Although some people are extremely retarded, so I have to over and over again because I feel like it's just not sinking in. Um, so we're getting very close to hitting another recession. And oh, as I was saying, uh, made this big deal about Joe Biden's economy. His economy, by the numbers, was outstanding, especially on the world stage, considering everything that had gone on, uh, rebounding from COVID, all that good shit, the war in Ukraine, which affected the entire world to some extent, especially us. But all things considered, our inflation rate was great in comparison to the rest of the world. Our economy was fucking outstanding. I've actually went over this before, giving all the details. So this is how Republicans in general operate. They just lie to you. They just tell you bullshit and hope that you believe it. And many of you are in such an echo chamber, you believe everything they say. You don't fact check anything because well, for one, they know that Republicans are more likely to be like not just skeptical, but like mentally ill level skeptical. Like you believe conspiracy theories. You think that like everything you're told is bullshit. It's all like some kind of a fucking deep state thing. Like you're crazy people. And because of that, all they have to do is kind of give you a little bit of what you want to hear and then throw out bullshit. As long as they think that you're on their side because they're so tribalistic, they'll buy up anything. And it's why their whole strategy has worked. However, we're reaching a point where even the retards on the right are like, damn, Bernie Sanders was right. The left was right. AOC, fucking uh, Harris, they were all right. They told us what was going to happen and we didn't listen. We thought that Trump had our best interests at heart And now it's happening exactly as they said it would. So, yeah. Um, there are mass protests across the entire country. Just here in my city, they were blocking up downtown. Like, this is some like massive fucking protests against Trump, against Project 2025, against all of his tariff stupidity, which is destroying our economy. Which before that, the whole crackdown on immigration was going to destroy our economy anyway. We're looking at a dip in average GDP that's worse than uh, the previous recession. And it may actually, over time, get so bad that it actually rivals the Great Depression. Because the Great Depression was started in a very similar way. It started with this massive, like, greedy attempt to fucking put tariffs on a bunch of fucking countries. That is what led to it. Look into it. It's fucking basic history. But no, like certain people at least, idiots, don't learn from history. And even worse, the general populace tends to fall for this bullshit, this fucking fascist rhetoric that Trump fucking pushes. And now we are where we are. Um, honestly, like a lot of people would say, like, you shouldn't be an asshole, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, I want to just tell you, I told you so because I did. And no one fucking listened. You acted like I was like freaking out over shit and like over exaggerating, etc. Now all the proof is fucking right there for you to see. And I was right. Um, I don't say that just to be like setting on my fucking high horse and talking about how smart I am, because I'm not that smart. This does not take fucking genius level intellect. It's very common shit, which means it tells you more about the people that believe this shit than it does about me. I'm not some fucking future fucking teller or anything. It's all fucking basic common sense shit. You're just fucking stupid fucking morons. And you should not be allowed to vote. But that's kind of where I'm going with this. You have destroyed the country. And that's not fucking that's like it may be a slight exaggeration, but it's not like a gross fucking insane exaggeration. You idiots who voted for Donald Trump, and a huge number of you, according to polls, are regretting it already. So, what I suggest is that you fucking learn. When people smarter than you explain in vast detail why what you're doing is stupid, don't be fucking stupid. Fucking learn. Fucking, like, take a moment to step outside of your bubble of fucking imbecility and and actually fucking get the self-awareness to listen to why we are telling you what we're telling you. And then think about it and go, "Oh, that makes sense." Or at the very least, hey, this person actually knows something about Donald Trump, about politics in general, about conservatives, about the Republican agenda, etc. And he also is, and they, because it's not just me, are saying things that are backed by facts that you can fucking easily pull up with like a 5 minute fucking Google search, and there's plenty of evidence for it. Learn. So this shit doesn't ever fucking happen again. So yeah, honestly, I'm very burnt out on Trump. Like, that's one reason why I've been fucking digging into my fucking Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm highly addicted. Starting to pull out of it a little bit, but I don't, maybe I will. It's hard to tell with me because I'm very moody. Maybe I'll get fucking hooked on fucking following Trump shit again. But at the moment, I really don't see it. Um, it's basically just going to be me like following the news and the evidence for the fucking claims that are made, and then going, "Yep, that's exactly what I thought would happen." And this is why I thought it would happen, etc., etc. Like, it's not just some fucking emotional thing. Very common sense shit. So, I don't really see a point. Like, to some extent, I want to be informed, but I'm not going to dig in like I was before because I've already done that. All of my theories have been vindicated already. Like, I don't need the years that I thought it was going to take. That's about the only positive thing, and that's only for me. For most, that's not even that big of a deal, really. It's like all I can get, so because we're fucked, basically. So, I'll take whatever the fuck I can get just to fucking stay sane, I guess. But, yeah, it's exactly as I told you. He's not going to do anything for the fucking working class, and you idiots fucking bought into his bullshit. Like, all that really needs to be said, if you think that a billionaire, or billionaires in this case, is going to look out for the interests of the common folk, you are a moron. You don't understand what it means to be a billionaire. You don't understand what it takes, what you have to do to get there, and what you have to continue to do. What your personality needs to be like in order to reach that level. We're not talking about just an average person that happens to succeed because they put in a bunch of work. That doesn't happen with billionaires. This isn't people who just fucking came up with a great idea and worked their asses off. That's the Republican bullshit narrative. That does not happen. You're living in a fantasy world. These people do not give a fuck about you, and even more than that, they actively put money into Congress to make sure that you stay down, because you staying down ensures that they thrive. It's very simple. In fact, it's the only way that they thrive. You do realize that to a certain extent, the dollar is a zero-sum game. There are only so many dollars in existence. Yes, you can print more, but that just causes more problems, which is why the reserve doesn't just always do that. So my point still stands. Billionaires become billionaires almost always, for the most part, by fucking over the average people, by being corrupt, by not giving a shit about any sort of morality, being selfish, greedy pieces of shit, and generally, almost always, they step on other people to get where they are. It shouldn't even be legal, but it is. But my overall point is, if you think they are going to help the working class or even the middle class, you're fucking retarded. Thank you for your time.